Well, first of all, thank you, all of you, for being here. And I especially want to thank the faith community that we've seen here today. We appreciate them very much showing witness here to what it means to be a Christian. And I appreciate that, or whatever faith you're from. We appreciate that very much. Thank you. So Congressman Scott Peters and myself, Congressman Juan Vargas, we came here as members of Congress under our oversight responsibilities under the Constitution to see what was going on here. We've had reports to our office that a number of people have been detained and held in the basement of the building far beyond any of the standards that are humane and legally necessary. That was our understanding from the people that we spoke to, even the people that we've bumped in today. So we then demanded to be able to go down and see. We gave them notice. My office gave them notice. They've had notice now that we were coming, almost 48 hours. We got there and we were refused entry by the top person here. The chief said, we are not allowed down there. We demanded then to be able to go and see the basement, and he refused. Now, to me, that goes against the law. The standards that the procedures that they've put in place under this new administration do not follow the law. We have oversight responsibility as Congress. We have the right and responsibility to show up at a facility like this and demand to see that the law is being followed. And we cannot tell you that the law is being followed. In fact, they told us it was. And I said, well, if it is, let us go see for ourselves. What you're telling us is that there's no issue, no problem. Well, let's see it. But again, we were refused. We will come back. We will come back. We are going to give notice again, and we're going to come back. Because I haven't seen it myself, but from all of the witnesses that have told me, there is something that is going on down here that stinks, that's wrong, that's contrary to the law. And we want to see that for our own eyes. If they say that they're following the law, well, let's see. With that, I want to pass it over to my good friend and colleague, Scott Peters.
Thank you, Juan. Let's talk what this is about, what it's not about. First of all, obviously, Congressmember Vargas and I strongly disagree with the immigration policy, the detention policy of this administration. They told us they were going to be picking up violent criminals and ridding us and making our community safer. That's not what we've seen. We've seen them take dishwashers and busboys and people cleaning up in retirement homes, people who make our communities better, and we disagree with that. That's not what this is about, though, because this is about what you do with them when you take them. And there are certain rules that we need to abide by, and we can't figure out what's true. And so in other occasions, we visited detention centers. We've visited other facilities, and they've been able to show us what's going on. Of course, not here. All we wanted to see was, we didn't want to make any disruption. All we wanted to see was the facilities. It would have taken half an hour for us to see the whole thing. They didn't let us see it. They wouldn't even answer questions about how many people are there, what the capacity is, and they've told us we have to give notice. There's no reason for that other than to prepare for a visit. And obviously, this is a new rule under the Trump administration. You used to be able to just go visit these things. So we're very disappointed. We're entitled under our oversight responsibilities to see what's going on, and we've been denied. It's a disappointment.
We're happy to take any questions now. Yes. Could you just speak up a little bit? You got some nut behind me.
No, they wouldn't tell us.
No, that's one of the things that's interesting. So normally when you go to a facility, you can ask, how many people have you detained? What are their ages? Are there family members? They wouldn't give us any information whatsoever. So we did ask those questions, and they would not give us any information whatsoever. So we don't know who's being held there. We don't know if there's children being held there. We don't know if there's families being held there. We don't know any of that. I'm sorry. Say that again. Well, first of all, we want to go down there and we want to observe. That's what we're going to try to do. The lawsuits and issues like that is something we'll look at. But first and foremost, we want to go down and we want to see what they have in the dungeon. I mean, because that's what this is. That's my understanding from a lot of people here. So we want to go down and we want to take a look for ourselves. They say it's fine. They say it's clean. They say that they're not violating any rules or regulations. Well, let us see it then. Let us see it. That we're going to try to figure out with our staff. So we don't have the exact time yet. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Ray. Well, the testimony that I've heard from people, however, they haven't been able to go down there either. That's the problem, is that there's overcrowding and that they're not processing people in the time that they're supposed to process them. And this is another issue when they're saying, well, how much time do we have to give you if we want to go through your own procedures? They don't know if it's 3 days, if it's 7 days, if it's 10 days, because they don't know how they classify the facility. So once again, they're not giving us answers that they have to give us. This is very unusual. Normally you get answers here, you don't get any answers.
I would just say, we're just like, all we wanted was to take 30 minutes to answer these exact questions. So we've been denied that opportunity. If you were obeying the law, if you were following the procedure, you'd want us to see this. You'd want to show us, like they did in Otay Mesa. We've been there before. I totally disagreed with the policies of the Trump administration that put people in that facility. But at the time we visited, we saw that they were handling them well. All we wanted to see if that's happening here, and it makes you very suspicious. They don't even let you see it.
That's what I was going to ask you. Go to the facility representative. Will this now make you without facility again? This is similar request to
Well, I disagree completely with what the Trump administration is doing. They're terrorizing our community, especially the immigrant community. So I've been down to Otay a number of times now, and we have been able to, and certainly,
an entire country of terrorism.
and so I have been able to tour that facility. I was able to go into the medical facility. They allowed me to go everywhere and to see anything I wanted. They didn't show me the upstairs. So then what they did was they allowed me to go up to see the area second place. So yes, they've been very open about it. It's complete night and day difference between what we see.
Ask questions about this terrorism.
All right.
Why are you stealing from the American people?
You got to speak up. We got these crazy guys.
They're following the law. What would it look like?
Expect it to look like down there.
Well,
About the law,
it all depends on
about international law.
what they have done. We haven't seen the facility down there, so we really can't comment on what it would look like.
Yeah.
Well, that's the issue. I mean, they're saying it's not a detention center, and some saying it is. So that's what we want to see the facility itself to be able to make those determinations ourselves.
Palestinians in detention
Knowledge has this ever been place
with no charge.
Not that I'm aware of.
One way or the
No
other.
charges against thousands of Palestinians
Okay.
that are still in detention, being raped, being tortured, being murdered.
Yes.
returning
They
bodies
said it's
with
an order
no
from Washington.
eyelids,
The other thing
no-
that's clear is
no
also that this
neck,
protocol did not apply until just a couple months ago. So under the previous administration, Congressman and I would have been able to walk in and see it and look for ourselves. That's just a new rule that they won't let us do that.
They are using Israeli technology.
All right.
Any other questions?
Between us, the
Well, again, thank you very much. And again, I want to thank the faith community that's here. Appreciate you guys very much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
When you guys are running around like nuts, of
Why do you
course no one's
support
going to answer you.
psychopaths like Ben Gvir that
You
that
seem like
call
a
for ethnic
psychopath.
cleansing and
You should suck my nuts.
you care about
Don't suck a bad
ICE ISIS terrorists? What about these terrorists, state-sponsored terrorists?